It's been a minute. What happened?
I was sleeping.
Well, I know what you were doing, but what about your character?
We hired some mercenaries somehow.
Yeah.
That went well.
I'm so proud of you guys. I didn't even have to ask what happened last time, you guys. And you just... I mean, pretty soon we'll automate the podcast and you won't even need me.
Up next, the AI Verage adventure.
No. Fuck no.
Can't handle hands.
Absolutely no.
So yeah, you hired some mercenaries. Congratulations, you now have an army for a day.
How did that go well? How?
That's what I ask myself every time you guys don't spontaneously die in an episode. I just stare awake as of recording night, looking at the ceiling, just like, how did that go well?
Ray, is this true?
It is, yes. Keeps him up all night.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just look over at Ray's sleeping form and be like, what fucking deal with the devil? What black magic?
You mean to tell me you're sleeping with the GM? What the fuck?
Oops.
Was I supposed to disclose that? Oh,
I mean, I guess you could
listen.
call it sleeping.
Not that that gets her anywhere.
listen,
Really? My whole forest is like almost gone, and I have ghosts following me around of people I don't like.
You want to change your class up.
Listen.
It's all on you.
if nothing, it goes exactly the opposite. She gets no benefit from being my girlfriend. In fact, it is all detrimental.
But what about the game?
Oh yeah, no. In the game, she gets all kinds of. I mean, I gave her like plenty of ghost companions.
I know, and she's not even thankful. She is sitting here complaining about being followed around by ghosts.
She's being followed around by Utano.
Yeah, all I heard for the entirety of season 2 was my forest. So I burned down the fucking forest, and now it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And did I get thanked for that? No.
Well, one, she shouldn't be afraid of no ghost, and two, I heard busting makes her feel good.
Neil Cicerega, not a sponsor, but if you want to be.
So about what happened last time?
We hired mercenaries. We had 2 nice little emotional moments. Ruby stole some souls. Okay, she negotiated for some souls.
It was a fair trade. They got some sloppy under the table.
She offered fair compensation for the quality of their souls. Besides,
She offered compensation.
They've been out at sea for so long. They're basically preservatives. Or preserves. Pickled soul needs to go on the banned list. Anything?
As long as we're not playing hide the herring, we're good.
That's Ruby's job.
Okay, look. All these slutty Ruby jokes, while accurate, are starting to become a distraction.
You sure? You started
I can
it.
cause a distraction.
No more.
Yeah.
You know what?
She can even cause 2 distractions.
Yeah.
You know what? Disguise spell has now made you flat as a board.
I'm sure I have something else hairy that a lot of men enjoy that I can show.
They don't want to see your
armpits.
armpits.
I'm glad we took that in the same direction. But on topic.
Let's see. Yeah, we hired some mercenaries. We had some touching moments with the newbies. And Ardith found a crying bronze dragon in her room who wanted a hug.
And we met with the artist brother.
Oh, yeah. We met with the PSD.
We hired
PTSD.
him.
We hired him.
To possibly kill him.
Not on purpose. Not on purpose to kill him. Remember, they were told cause distraction and then slip away.
We specifically stipulated in the contract that we were aiming for them not to die.
You can stop saying we
we have covered that base.
when it was the 2 of you that negotiated this.
I mean, that's a we for him.
Oh, I mean, that's true, I guess.
I mean, the warg probably wasn't jumping in and negotiating a contract.
Nope.
Hey, y'all were running. Artist was just going to let you run with it.
We got a mercenary company.
I had boobs to show.
How did that not fuck up on us?
Oh, it still might.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, we'll pick up what with
The bronze dragon.
a bronze dragon.
World's most awkward hug.
Yeah.
That's finally become less awkward.
I figure the world's most awkward hug, really quickly, would be between your mother and you.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But that's a whole different kind of awkward.
See, that's not true at all because Ardith's mother genuinely loves Ardith and likes showing her physical affection.
And Ardith loves her mom.
Ardith, that would be like awkward on one side.
Yeah.
It's just Ardith doesn't always like her mom.
Now, the world's most awkward hug would be Amalgam and Ardith because neither of them wants to be touched.
Yeah, that would be like
That's true.
that would be like the air hug thing.
That would be more like Ardith is hugging him so that she can suplex him.
Yeah.
So, that's where we'll pick up.
Okay, I have a crying dragon.
And, eventually he does stop crying
Okay.
and just sits butt on a box.
Okay. And this becomes very, very awkward because Ardith is not a touchy-feely person.
He
I mean, like a heart-to-heart touchy-feely person.
he wipes his face and says,
Do you want to talk?
"Not really. I can't really tell you about it. It's a family thing."
A family thing that's going to blow up in our faces here shortly? Or
No,
a personal family thing?
it's kind of a personal thing.
Family's fun.
I mean, they were. I don't know. You ever have that thing where, like, the adults sit at one table and the kids sit at another table at family functions?
Yes.
And then suddenly you're too old to sit at the kid table, so you sit at the adult table, and then you hear adults talking about, like, the horrifying realities of being an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to go back to the kids' table.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do.
No.
With the burden of knowledge, but
Yeah, you can't really unknow some things.
Lord, don't I know that.
No, it's sorry. I try not to be depressing. I have a sister for that.
Another sister. Or one you've already spoken of.
Oh, no, I've got hundreds of siblings.
I am so, so sorry.
I'm not. Most of them are actually really cool.
Yes, but there's still siblings and there's still other whole people. And people are complex.
Not us. Not really. We kind of
One dimension.
tend to embody a thing, and then that's like the end of it.
You were crying on my shoulder because you got to sit at the adults table and realize some horrifying realities. And
Yeah.
you're saying you guys aren't complex.
No, I like individuals are complex, but like by design, we're not.
I don't buy that, but okay. We live in
Well, I
your-
mean, how many of us have you met?
Two.
I bet it's more than you think.
two, as far as I know.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Like, you've traveled all over places,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Have you ever met somebody who was, like, I embodied an ideal to a horrifyingly one-sided degree?
Yes.
No, I mean like that thing was the entirety of their existence. Like, let me think. Okay, like you like knives, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, have you ever met anybody whose entire life was about knives? I mean, like every waking aspect of it was about knives.
I get the feeling I may have dodged that bullet.
Maybe that's a bad example.
Yeah. You do not want to know what some of my mother's compatriots wanted to shape me into?
Okay, I'll use myself.
Okay, use yourself.
So my name is Impeccable, right?
Right.
Okay. So I embody the sense of attention to detail. Mm-hmm. Everything I do. Mm-hmm. Which is why sometimes it's frustrating to me when I can't put into words, like right now, what precisely I mean. Mm-hmm. So people like me exist. Well, no, not people like me. My people.
You and your family.
Yes. Like we exist to embody ideals. Mm-hmm. And those ideals are very simple.
Yes.
So, in theory, we are very simple creatures. And dealing with us and with each other should be very simple because we're all basically the same and we have the same concept at our heart. But it's not.
Even the simplest concepts can get complicated.
Yes. And see, this is why I say we're simple, but the individuals are not simple. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that I have come to realize that I despise. Because
Okay.
I don't know. It's very difficult for me because I can't show you what I know. I can't put it into words and I can't show you. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm not expressing myself accurately.
It used to just being a concept. It used to being knowing.
I'm used to being a piece of a thing, not part of a thing. They're different. And that's what I have come to realize is that my little details are part of a bigger thing that's part of a bigger thing that's part of a bigger thing. And I don't want to be part of that bigger thing. But I have to be because that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what my sister's here for.
The scope of your worldview has changed and it's fucking with your head.
Yes. But also I've come to realize that things are in motion that I understood them one way. And that's what they are. I mean, that's what they do. See, I can't, it's hard to, this is frustrating.
I think I get where you're going with this, but yeah, it's a concept that's hard to put into words.
Well, I understood things a certain way. Mm-hmm. And then with this new information, I understand that while I was correct,
the context has shifted.
Those things set into motion something that sets into motion, that horrendous things are going to happen.
Welcome to life, kid.
I'm vastly older than you.
Yes. But who's comforting who here?
I mean...
Who's the old soul?
Who's comforted?
Your hug really needs some work.
I don't like being touched by people very much.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was a pretty good effort for me.
I give it a solid 4.
Yeah. Again, that's... For coming out of nowhere, that was a pretty good effort for me.
It's a hug with no knives.
He says, I really want you to know. I can't tell you why, or how, or who.
Yeah, this sounds familiar.
I'm sorry for putting you in the position that you are in.
I appreciate that. So you don't want me to kill the Emperor?
No, but you have to.
I mean, I was considering it anyway before I met you.
That's fair. But it's not going to be as easy on you as you seem to think it is.
Nothing ever is.
And he, reaches over and puts a hand on you and, just like...
Twitch.
Yeah, just like locks eyes with you and he says, no, I mean it. It's going to take a toll. I know you would be willing to do anything to save your sister, but I don't think you fully comprehend the price that you are agreeing to pay if you kill him.
Considering the caldera went boom because we had to come fix some shit because of a different timeline, the world ended. Yeah, this not new and not going to be fun.
Okay.
I compartmentalize real good.
He gives you this sort of just wan smile and remember where you were when you said that.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll regret it.
I already regret it enough for the both of us. He pulls out his pocket watch and looks at it and just like shakes it a bit. It's running slow. And he manually winds the second hand. There we go. So, have you figured out what you're going to do?
We have objectives. We have a mercenary band. We have the bare sketches of a plan, which is distraction, extraction, run like hell. That's about as far as we're getting.
He nods. As far as running, you should. And he kind of gives you a conspiratorial look. On the third day, look to the east.
Third day of what?
I don't know. I always wanted to say that.
Oh, so you're joking.
Hey, I have a very well-developed sense of humor.
Yeah, you do. I just wanted to be clear here, though.
Oh, yeah, no.
Joking. Okay, cool.
No, I meant...
Oh, no, you meant that, but you're doing it jokingly.
He kind of rolls back his eyes and counts back the conversations. No, I was joking about all that. I meant, did you have a plan as far as killing the Emperor?
Sort of.
Yeah, close enough.
We found his artifact, or what it is.
Oh.
Someone in our party is willing to sit on it. That's about as far as that's gotten.
What kind of artifact is it? Because that changes the context of that.
A chair, a throne.
Whew. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
What were you thinking?
I didn't know. I thought like a crown or a scepter or...
If it was a crown or a scepter, we would just steal the damn thing and run.
Oh.
But no, it's a fucking chair.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
It would be easy if it was a crown or a scepter.
No.
Yeah, he'd probably have it on him.
Yeah, just making sure you had something. He shakes his pocket watch again. I think this thing is busted. It keeps losing seconds. And he winds it and, straightens the time back out. He reaches over to Ardith and gives her like another hug. Says, thank you.
Well,
Thank
less
you.
awkward, but there's a squeak in there.
Thank you for being there in my time of need.
You're welcome.
He pats you on the head, steps up to the window. Well, bye.
Okay, bye.
And just jumps out the window.
Well, that was weird. Is the feathered cloak thing damp?
No.
No. Okay, cool.
No. We do that cool cut of Me-Dra just sitting in place while everything moves around him for hours.
Boot the dog every now and again.
That's all we can use.
I mean,
Whenever Ardith comes down, Major's watching for her, though.
there are so many yawns. So many yawns.
Ardith. Ardith, come here.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, you talked to me last night. Asking about what I would be willing to do in this shenanigans.
That's a good word.
My question to you is, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to lose?
I'm willing to stab that fucker who's been fucking with my sister.
That's
in
what
the
you
face.
want to do.
No.
What are you willing to lose for this? You want your sister free, right?
I want my sister free.
What does free mean?
To make her own choices.
Okay.
To be out from under someone's thumb.
So, hear me out.
Can I get coffee first?
You'll need it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
They bring you one of those like super teeny tiny cups of
Espresso.
Like supercharged Turkish coffee.
Oh, you don't want to have a full cup of that.
No.
So I semi-jokingly said that I would be willing to sit on the Emperor's chair. I realize that will probably kill me in one way or the other. You mentioned that the Emperor could see out of your sister's eyes. Right? That means that there's a spiritual connection, a magical connection of some sort. I'm not sure if you thought this all the way through, but killing the Emperor may kill your sister.
That's why we want to sever the bond between him and whoever, all the people he's controlling.
That said, as soon as I plant my ass on that chair, it's going to set off all kinds of alarms because it's not the Emperor, right? Right? That's our working assumption. Now, what if your sister were to sit on that throne and attune to her? It's the Emperor. It's the Emperor's soul. He's seeing through her eyes. It's her spiritual entity. She could assume the power of the Emperor. She may not be free to leave the Empire, but she'd be free to make her own choices. And it may not set off whatever spiritual alarms or magical alarms because her essence and the Emperor's essence are tied together right now. I've been thinking all night. It's the only thing that makes sense. We don't have a plan right now. We can't blow up this because it's tied to the walking gods, which we can't destroy a pillar. But if we replace the pillar, it all makes sense.
When you say you should put Shannara on the chair, out of the corner of your eye you see Death go, and then he just gets this big smile on his face and just crosses his arms, continues looking.
Why are you so excited? Yes, you.
What?
Yes, you.
No, nothing. Why?
You're lying to me.
Most assuredly.
What's with the grin?
Nothing. That sounds like a wonderful plan. I put my endorsement on it.
He is trying to make you suspicious of this because if she were to become a pillar, he would never be able to collect. And so by his endorsing this makes you immediately think that it's a bad idea, which turns you away from it because if she becomes a pillar, he is stuck.
What, stuck following me around?
Well, he is stuck here until he can collect all 5 souls.
That would be a special kind of torture for him.
It would be. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but it's the only thing that makes sense to me.
No, I think it's a wonderful idea.
You shut up.
Yeah, we're not listening to you.
Your theory makes sense. I would be happy if it were more than the theory and actually true. I'm not discounting it. It's just, it's unproven right now. But if we were to do this, Shannara would have to be willing to do it.
Yes.
With her own consent, with her own full thought.
The problem is, if you tell Shannara, the Emperor knows.
Like, at this point, can Ruby walk in? Okay, Ruby, actually, I've been thinking about that. You said that it's sight and sound that the Emperor can use, right? But not touch. So not all of her senses are felt to her.
Or smell. Smell is also a
good luck
scent.
communicating smell to...
Every third fart is a letter. Hold on.
So
Marisala, baby.
So we don't need... All we need to do is get something tactile in Shannara's hands. Something
I don't
that...
think she reads Braille.
Well, then we'll make it a visual... We'll spell it out, and she'll have to figure it out by herself. And we'll have to trust that she's an intelligent enough woman to figure it out.
Hey, Death, is she still ranting?
He pops out of existence, pops back into existence, goes to open his mouth. Goes, I don't know why I'm doing what you're asking me to do.
I don't know either, but it's funny.
But since you did it,
Oh,
is she still ranting?
no.
So,
I mean, not about you.
I'm
Who's she
sure...
ranting about?
Oh, her husband-to-be is in residence at the moment.
Oh.
She's cursing his name.
Oh, what is his name?
I didn't pay attention.
Then how'd you know it was his name?
Because she was, pointing it at him, and he was there, and she kept calling him that. Although that might have been an insult, actually. I don't speak Elven.
Did he seem to be taking it okay, or was he yelling back?
Really, he should keep an eye.
Define okay.
He really should keep an eye on what he drinks.
He seemed to be taking it all right. Your sister didn't take the slap particularly well.
That motherfucker.
All right, so let me posit this forward. The Emperor can't feel what she feels. I do have a lot of sway in the fashion industry in Six-Way, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for me to send some sort of garment to the bride-to-be with a tactile message sewn into the sleeve.
Okay.
Something that no eye would be able to see, but that a single finger would be able to trace the shape of underneath the fabric.
That's a plan. Can you send a package to the groom-to-be with an irritant in it? That will touch very sensitive skin.
Oh, I can probably work on something along those lines, but I think your sister's more important.
Why do you think I'm asking about it? He hit her.
Oh, yes, and there is a punishment for that that's coming his way, I'm certain.
And if that doesn't land, a knife between the ribs will.
Why start there? What's awfully final? There are much more tender places to start.
There are, but also time is of the essence.
Well, we can take our time with that one, I'm sure. I'll get to work. I think this needs a personal touch, and I will need to... I will need some sort of name that ideally isn't yours, that you think that Shannara might take notice of.
Uncle Moo.
To refer to who, or just to know this from?
A present, to say that this is a commission, that this is a present on behalf. Oh, no. Something so that she trusts the message.
So that she trusts the message.
But your name, just in case I've miscalculated and the Emperor sees all, we should make sure that this is not linked to you. Otherwise, the whole plan may fall south.
How extensive are the spy masters here? Do you know?
There's quite a network here, but are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, I don't know if we can use Iacus's name, or my father's, or my mother's. I know a name we can use. She's not going to be happy about it.
Go on.
Ileana?
Sure.
Was that her name?
It's from another dimension.
All right. I'll get to work then.
Laliana.
Who was that again?
That was surprise baby sister.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
Wow, that's
Ardith and Shannara's sister from another timeline.
Oh, that would... Okay, so out of character. That would really fuck with her. But... All right, I'll get started on this.
I mean, make it clear it's from me, but have it signed that.
Yes, of course.
That way she knows it's actually from me.
So, while all this is going on, Marisala, the illusion has worn off, and you are curled up under a table, wrapped around a gigantic thigh bone.
And you were furry again.
Yes, you look like yourself again.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Is there another ham coming my way? Anybody?
Maybe if you indicate that you're hungry and awake.
Yeah, I mean, over 3 days, she's probably cost you like several hundred.
Oh, no, I'm charging her.
It's coming out of her eventual cut.
The bill comes due when you're dealing with the infernal.
She had a sign for the first one. Can you make a warg into a tiefling? We're about to find out.
This is my wargling. This is how hellhounds were created in this.
I mean, it's your canon.
So, it's probably midday before everybody is up and moving. Pegleg at some point drops by and just kind of gives you the look up and down, and then goes, "You guys were really, really easy to find."
I'm going to stand up from under the table, or get out from under the table and stand up.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Not a 7 now, huh?
Now you're an 8.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you're an 8.
So I can still sign up for the Legion?
I don't think he has any control over that.
I don't. I recruit for Bastard Company. No, I just asked, where's the only green horny woman around here, and they gave me a list of your businesses.
Well, there is another green horny, but that's an actual. Oh, you mean horny with these? Okay.
Yeah. He says, just
Okay, nostos.
just one final confirmation with you before we,
Shenanigans.
start banging this drum that everything's going to start at the last bell tonight.
That's correct, and I have some preparations to make. I figure it's unfair to your people for them to be bearing the brunt, so I'm going to be calling in a lot of favors on my end.
That's nice, but we've already agreed to the price, so.
Oh, of course. I'm not asking for a reduction in price. I'm getting you reinforcements.
Oh, good. And he kind of, holds his hands out, just checking with you. No last minute changes.
No.
All right. Well, then we're settled. I doubt we'll see each other again. Wait, scratch that. He points at Me-Dra. We'll actually need to talk once everything's over, so that we can appropriately fill out that.
Yes, absolutely. The bill comes due.
Good. Well, I'm going to go give several motivational speeches to get everybody pumped up for tonight.
Try not to kill any of the animals that come out of the stables. Don't use that as a distraction.
No promises.
Side note, what was it? The
The Obsidian Isles.
No. The fox graffiti. What did it say?
Sugahara
Sugahara lives.
Okay.
It was more.
Just making sure it didn't say anything about like the forest fox or
No, it's just an emblem of that's recognizably Suna.
Could you do a quick sketch?
Yeah.
Could you make a quick sketch for him to use for unified theme?
Sure.
What that little boy did on the wall
Yeah.
would be great.
Yeah, and so Ardith will sketch it out for him.
He says, "Yeah, I think we've got a company mage in town. He can probably replicate this.
Make it badass.
I don't know. It's as far as logos go, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't get the gem in the center of it, but the fox skull is.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like a real person.
Yeah.
Like it's got that kind of humanoid
Wait a
quality to it.
A gem?
Yeah, there's a gem in the middle.
There's an enchanted forest creature with a gem? I could make so much money.
No, I'm going to stop you right there. We actually went carbuncle hunting at one point. Very bad idea. They are very, very, very persuasive.
And
And
cast reflect.
After watching my commander, stare at one and then just spontaneously soil his pants, no thank you.
The gem or the enchanted creature?
Well, they're kind of one and the same. But that's not a carbuncle's gem. You asked about creatures with gems
What
in
kind
the
of gem is that? I mean, is it sellable?
Wait. Hold on. Which gem? I'm so confused.
One in the logo.
Both the GM and the character.
One in the logo.
In the logo.
In the logo, it was an emerald when you guys saw it in color.
Or the Emerald Forest. Right?
There's
Enchanted.
no emerald.
Oh.
There's no fucking emerald. There's no chaos emerald, Sonic. You're too late.
No Emerald City.
Out of character, I'm thinking it's the gem that held the sun's
Yeah, it was.
soul.
That's what I assume too.
We we don't know that.
That's
don't know
correct.
that
But I can.
Well, clearly we don't either.
I don't know shit. If you look at my GM notes, they're all blank pages.
That's
Yeah.
the great thing about him being blind.
Yeah,
Look
out
at
of
this
char-
paper.
Out of character, it is the emblem is symbolizing Suna in her new form, being in charge of the dead, and Sugahara's gem, and the fact that he's alive because the dumbasses in the last campaign
Well, that's what I
saved him.
That's what I figured. But at the moment, I just see a gem with a really cool creature that I could possibly sell.
Is it even really a creature, or is it just a fox skull?
On the emblem, it's a
Half skull.
it's a fox skull that half is skull and half has fur
Yeah.
on it.
Okay.
See?
So,
So,
I mean, that looks like a diamond. He points it because I assume Ardith didn't draw it in color.
She thought about it, but it's like I have to pull that out.
Yeah, it's like that looks like a cut diamond.
right. I'm
Carbuncle's gem is he holds up his middle finger. It's long and thin like that, and it sits on their forehead.
no, this one was a green one.
Oh, well then that's an emerald.
Can you make that one green?
I mean, I guess
Do you want me to add color to it? Would
Yeah,
that make your
probably.
life
he
easier?
just like pulls out a quill.
I mean, does a green emerald mean anything
no.
to this? Will that help empower the people?
He just pulls out a quill and writes green, and then draws an arrow to the gem.
there you go.
So we're going to see these signs later, and it's going to have green with an arrow pointed to
Make
it.
certain that your mage actually colors it and doesn't just put the word green.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no,
Ardith will pull out some pastels and fill that in real quick.
we employ gifted craftsmen. They understand.
All right. Well, speaking of craftsmanship, I have a dress to make and a flash mob to organize. So
Oh, a flash mob. I can dance.
That's a different kind of flash.
I'm gonna start dancing. You just see this warg start hopping up and down, and
That's cute.
That's terrifying. I don't know what you're talking about, cute.
Is sarcasm not a language you speak?
No, it is
The
not.
thing is, it's all about cultural relativity. Like, Ardith grew up with wargs in her household, so...
Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. Meanwhile, the patrons are like, look at my wrist. Time to be anywhere else.
We're in the back, at least,
Yeah.
of the restaurant, so there's less patrons back there. Thank God.
So the Sublime Ruby of Pain heads to one of her nearby workshops. What do the three of you do? Pegleg, just, it's like, last chance, no changes. All right, we're good. And walks out, I'll be seeing you. I mean, not like me, literally. Like, it's a
Yes,
saying. It's a
go.
colloquial. Okay.
We got it. Go.
So, anybody want to help me take a bath?
So I've got to go die. So,
You gotta go what?
Die, apparently.
I thought that was not the plan.
correct. I'm going to go see if I can scout out as much of the accessible parts of the palace as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to be looking through walls, just trying to...
I mean, it'd be nice to know
Scout.
how to set the animals free.
Yeah.
That's kind of an important thing.
So, I'm not going to be obviously snooping. I'm going to be trying to blend in like I was before. But yes, I want to build as much on our map as possible.
Go case the place, my dude.
Yes.
Perhaps in order to make you not stand out so much, you should remove your mask, or will that make you stand out more?
Is that you or Ruby or...
Ruby, yeah. She hasn't quite left yet.
I was able to get through without my mask before.
I can disguise you.
Now, if you disguise me first, absolutely. Then I can remove my mask.
And Ruby will use a little wand of disguise.
Excellent. So I'll take off my mask, and you see just a very charming brown-haired elf. Because I'm assuming brown is a common hair color around here, right? Like, I am very nondescript. Like, if you lined me up in a line of 10 elves,
Are you
You're the
stereotypical elf?
statistical-
yes, I am the statistical mean.
What I'm hearing is that you're an average adventurer.
Yes.
Yeah, so you get disguised, and you're a fairly sneaky type person. So you're able to get onto the grounds. One thing that's different from when you were here during the day, there are significantly fewer human guards. What instead you come across are more of those robed, soulless things, and they're just standing like stock still, all just dotted everywhere across the courtyard.
Okay. I'm going to make mental note of them so I can...
You have to stay on the paths, and there are still elven guards there, but basically every, 20 or 30 feet, there's one of those soulless critters. And
I do try to avoid them. Like, I don't want to get
yeah,
too terribly close.
even if you stay on the path, at certain points, you're close enough to them that whenever you walk past them, they in unison, like, turn to face you. And when one turns to face you, all the nearby ones turn to face you. But as long as you're let through by the human or by the elven guards, you're, I assume, looking like a caterer.
Yeah.
You're able to get in, and you're told, you have to stay in these areas. You're able to get a pretty good idea of where the stables are and what's in there. For the most part, it's riding mounts.
Okay.
The Emperor keeps a lot of the really exotic stuff at a zoo.
Okay.
It looks fairly open, like there's, elephants in there. So the doors on it are wide enough to accommodate that if you can get them open.
All right.
But it's on, we'll say, like the far north end of the grounds. And really you're only able to get into the main levels, like the bottom levels of the palace.
Okay.
Which looks exactly the same as when you were there previously.
Okay. I added more detail.
Marisala?
Do you actually want a bath?
I mean, it would help me not to attract attention
You're not
if
gonna.
I don't smell.
You're not gonna like throw a fit once I get you wet.
No.
No, of course not.
You promise?
Yes.
Or when I get the soap on you, and you're not gonna shake all over me while I'm trying to suds you up.
I'm not
Or
gonna
rinse you
promise.
off?
I'm not gonna promise that one.
Don't make me make promises I can't keep.
I want you to try very, very hard.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
How about this? If you promise to not make a mess while I'm trying to get you scrubbed up, I will buy you a a ham bone.
2.
2. Okay.
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 She still makes a mess.
Not too big a one.
You're a big dog.
I mean,
That's
I
inherent.
just figured this will help with the smell as we're trying to,
Yes.
be
but-
amongst the crowd and stuff.
6-foot wet dog.
Well,
Well, I haven't bathed or anything since we fell off the ship and with all that
That's why I'm
stuff.
like,
So I
will
mean,
you not make a huge mess? Because this is going to take a while.
oh,
no, you actually, Ruby has another bathhouse nearby. And when you are having these arguments in front of the attendants, they...
This is an argument. This is discussion.
it is a heated discussion.
Not even a heated
it is
discussion.
a deal making.
So you're having this, and one of them says, "Well, we actually have an elixir that will, neutralize your scent for some time."
Even better.
I still get my ham bones though, right?
Yes, you'll get a ham bone.
Okay.
Yeah, so they
You're only getting one this time since we're going around all of the scrubbing and the rinsing and but it'll be a ham bone.
Oh no, that still happens.
Oh.
You still gotta. We just rub it in.
Okay, never mind. You get 2 ham bones.
Okay.
So they give you the full pamper.
Yeah, pamper her. Pamper the dog.
She comes out floof like a poodle clip.
With bows in
Beefy.
yeah.
Yeah, they do. They give you the ear trim and
Clear the runway in the back.
yeah, give you the hygiene trim. But then they
The dingleberries out.
Do like they did Daisy. You got them through super.
they ask if you want any cool designs in your side. That seems to be pretty fashionable for horses and things like that. Especially lightning bolts.
Could you do a diamond?
Sure. And they get a big stencil and shave a diamond into your flanks. It's real detailed. And then
I have an
dog?
ass worth something now.
Okay, Diamond Dog.
Yep.
she's never played Metal Gear. She doesn't get that reference.
I've never played Metal Gear either.
Accidental
I was
reference.
thinking Diamond Dave, but okay.
I was thinking Moulin Rouge.
Yep.
If she does the can, I'll let you guys kill the Emperor. Yeah, they rub you down, they bathe you, but then they rub you down with this elixir, and your sense of smell remains the same, but you can't smell yourself anymore. And they do the same to Ardith. They pamper Ardith.
There's a lot of twitching involved.
Yeah. They give you a really cool layered hairdo. They
I'm like, why?
at one point you look over and there's 4 girls throwing various perfumes onto your clothes and picking it up and smelling it, and nothing happens.
Like, okay, how about instead of the weird haircut, let's do warrior braids, and then one big braid going down.
Oh, barbarian chic, I like it.
More like this does not get to my face whatsoever.
Oh,
Do I get some claws sharpened also?
They trim your nails and file them.
No,
The
sharpened.
opposite.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They,
No.
No. You don't sharpen shit like that.
Oh.
No, they file them down. They're nice and
No,
pretty.
no.
They paint them.
No.
I mean,
No. I will move away.
Yeah, every time they go to do it, you just start growling at them.
over my end, if they want to get fancy with the braids in the back, they can. It's just no hair in the face.
I mean, we are supposed to be going to a party, guys.
Are we blending in or are we sneaking around?
Yeah, I don't think out of character. I don't think the plan is to blend in.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Party's a party for me.
We're gonna blend in like a frog in a blender.
So while all this is
A party
going on,
is a party.
I figured we were going to stealth in.
I've had to sneak
Don't
into
have
many
to
parties
blend.
and then sneak back out with certain exotic animals.
what message do you put in that dress? By the way,
If you want to be freed of this arrangement, come sit in the Emperor's seat, or come to the Emperor's chambers. There you will take your throne, Ilyana.
Let's do something fancy with the A.
Liliana. Yeah, makes it extra.
yeah. So all of this happens, and as you guys kind of reconvene back on the noodle shop headquarters, one more time, Pegleg just like happens to walk by. He's like, "No more changes. No more changes. I'm just being formal here." Okay, great, and walks past.
All right. So dress has been dispatched to Shannara under the guise of a wedding present.
Ruby,
What?
smell me.
No.
Exactly. Yes. They did good.
Well, of course they do good. I don't hire idiots.
I tipped them.
I mean,
And you get your ham bone. Your 2 ham bones.
oh, one for later. She's paying
Okay.
for 2 ham bones.
Yes.
She doesn't have to pay.
Then 2 ham bones do not get charged to me.
No, just the ones you've already had.
Okay. But I get 2 more.
Right.
Okay.
And Me-Dra,
Yes.
do you want to take care of that her mystery note and leave it with the noodle shop just in case?
No.
No?
We'll be settling up afterward because each death adds charges.
If I liquidate all of my businesses, I can probably afford a worst case scenario. And
That is not plan A.
well, I could always start
Or
over.
B.
I've been thinking about going to Hycosia, or maybe Balatea. You know, they wear a lot of fur up there. It's actually,
Yeah, they do.
I was thinking about doing some faux fur fashions up there, something a little more ethical.
Okay. It's still ethical if you use the entire critter. You know that, right?
I was going to use human.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm joking.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
If it's about sex, I'm not joking. If it's about sex, I'm not joking. If it's not about sex, I'm probably 50-50.
Exactly.
I mean, at one point it was a tiefling fashion thing to wear, like clothing made out of human skin.
They're so gauche. Humans are a delight. They're so what's the word?
You have to be more specific.
Gullible?
Corruptible.
Yeah. I was trying to forget you were a tiefling sometimes.
I am what I am, but I like to think that I use a much softer touch and give much better rewards.
Considering the last tiefling I met, Yeah.
Yes, she's an insufferable shit.
Yes, she is.
All right. Well, I also will be making some calls. I think I have all of my employees. I'm going to be calling in some favors here, so trying to make sure that the presence on the street is enough for our mercenary friends to work with.
So any last preparations?
I'd like to save. That way, if it goes badly, we can restore to this point.
It's that
Save point.
no, you go to hit save and it says, can't save during a cutscene.
Or can't save when enemies nearby. oh shit! Oh shit! Where's the enemy?
Where's the music coming from?
Why did I get this chest full of items? Uh-oh.
Oh fuck!
What's this health bar above my head?
Why are there a ton of healing potions out here?
So yeah, we'll leave the episode off with you guys getting what rest you can, and then as the first bell rings of the morning, there are all kinds of whistles from the guards outside, and those of you who are upstairs, you can look out, and just throughout the city, you can hear yelling, and every now and then you just start seeing a little bit of smoke rising from places as the protests begin.
It's showtime.
In addition to taking a nap, or it's also writing things.
Okay. Just
No.
like in general, or
No, they seem to be letters.
Yeah, how wonderfully vague.
they seem to be letters, but in fact they're not.
No.
C, B, D.
I have nothing to throw at you, Mike.
I said T.
One of them may be addressed to an Galdrian, and one may be addressed to Asuna.
And
Iacus can go
Uncle
fuck
move.
No, I guess this is done already. Actually, Asuna's is done too. Galdrian's been rewritten 3 times.
Yeah, that tracks.
I fucking hate no.
I fucking love. Damn, I don't like that.
It's too direct.
I love fucking.
Got it right.
No, he already knows that. Yeah, so that's where we'll leave off, is with the protest that you guys have set in motion, kicking off. You guys got anything?
And here I was worried we wouldn't get to burn anything down.
We're not burning things down
you
yet.
guys, you guys haven't burnt anything down.
Yeah, we
Not
just,
this campaign. Not in this mini campaign.
You haven't even told anybody to burn anything down.
We did not
we
tell them to
wanted-
burn shit down.
You just said cause some trouble.
Yeah.
We wanted disturbances. Granted, fire is pretty fucking disturbing, but,
We just said, keep the death on the low end. None.
Well, we didn't actually say that. We said we didn't intend there to be any death.
Well, that's the good thing, is the way that Six-Way is constructed, and the materials it's constructed out of, and the magic that's intrinsic to the city, it's not really all that flammable.
Yeah.
So, even if a fire does start, chances are it'll probably put itself out fairly quickly.
There's plenty of, foliage and pretty parks that can go up in flames.
We can fuck up the aesthetic just fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice, beautiful building you've got there.
I mean, just because it's made of stone doesn't mean it won't scorch.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if we didn't smoke stain that son of a bitch.
And now every house the realtor's going to have to put smoker inside. Right. So you guys got anything else?
Nope.
Nada. All right. Well, find us at the places, do the things, leave reviews, sponsor F-bombs. Do the things so that we can do more things
Yeah.
for you.
And join us next time for a fun fucking riot.
I mean, I'm sure we're about to get our asses handed to us
It'll be a riot.
because our dice. Ooh, there you go. You guys could try to, happy thoughts, luck.
Yeah, vibes.
Good vibes for our dice.
Or, if you're like the rest of the internet, you can send us horrible, horrible vibes and pay us $5, and we'll say fuck you to whatever you want.
I was just thinking we need to add Diceless Riot to the band name list.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all I got.
Yeah, ask Gary questions about the band name list.
Yeah, I need to put more of them up. It's been a minute. Yeah.
It's been a minute going on the band names.
Yeah, they only cover that one song. It's been a while.
But it's really short.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. It's been a while. Thanks for coming to our show.
Yeah.
Right, so thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.